lives as husband and wife. By your presence, you celebrate the love they have for each other, and you support their decision to commit themselves to one another for the rest of their lives, for they see this day as an affirmation and a celebration of their commitment. Would you all bow your heads with me, please? Beloved Lord, who gives us the longing for love and the capability for loving, we give you thanks for Eileen and Keith, for their open hearts and willing spirits, and for the example of love they embody here in our presence. Be with them on this joyous occasion of showing their love. Amen. Today we celebrate not only the commitment of Eileen and Keith, but also the joining of their families. Please turn with your parents. They recognize their parents in this moment, and they offer their profound gratitude for all the love and care their parents have shown in raising them. Joseph and Susan McGee, Bill and Frances Meehan, the unconditional gifts of love and support that you have continually offered them have inspired them to become who they are today. And they thank you from the bottom of their hearts. Without you, this day would not be possible, and they are blessed to share their wedding with you. There's a family prayer I wish to share with you. Lord, behold our family assembled here. We thank you for this place in which we dwell, for the love that unites us, for the peace accorded to us this day, and for the hope with which we expect the morrow, for the health, the work, the food, and the bright skies that make our lives delightful, for our friends in all parts of the earth. Bless this family today. Amen. After speaking with both of you, I had chose this beautiful Proverbs 24, 3 through 4 for the two of you. For wisdom, a house is built, and through understanding, it is established. Through knowledge, its rooms are filled with rare treasures. Keith and Eileen, you are entering into that holy estate, which is the deepest mystery of experience and that greatest experience of God's love. The reading by the poem Cahill Gibran shows us what deep love and respect of a marriage signifies on a divine level. I quote, "Love one another, but make not a bond of love. Let it rather be a moving sea between the sword, your two souls. Fill each other's cup, but drink not from one cup, and give one another of your bread, but eat not of the same bread."
Should have like a cover on it.
Sing and dance together and be joyous, but let each of you be alone, even as the strings of the lute are alone, though they quiver with that same music. Give your hearts, but not into each other's keeping, for only hand of life can contain your hearts. Stand together, but not too near, for the pillars of the temple stand apart, and the oak tree and the cypress grow not in each other's shadows. It is a brief moment in life when two people who were once strangers to one another are drawn by that irresistible attraction, so that henceforth their lives are not divided by space or time. When in a certain woman a man finds that dream of love that has always haunted him, and when in a certain man a woman finds that rest and satisfaction that her heart has been unconsciously seeking, it is a revelation of the infinite. It is the hand of God, and it cancels everything that is unlike love. Two are performing an act of complete and utter faith, believing in each other the utmost. Be constantly grateful for the precious person you have chosen to make a life with. Make can be subject to rough handling. Be generous with compliments. Be attentive and helpful. Each of you, by your tenderness towards each other, kind words and thoughtful actions, can make your marriage and your home an uplifting refuge. Make true, unfailing bedrock in your lives together. A happy and loving marriage is built on trust and respect. But trust and respect can only be sustained if the two of you are both deeply committed to always being open and truthful in every exchange, no matter how small. And my hope for you is this, that you're going to have many long years to delight in each other's company, to feel a great gratitude for the good fortune in having found and loved each other, and to continue to make a home together that is once sheltering and welcoming, and to each do meaningful, productive work at home and within the world, and to love and be loved by your friends and family, including those who have come here today to support you. I wish for you, this new estate, to be touched with that perennial beauty. Cherish the vision that you have in each other right now. You must never forget nor deny what you see in each other this day, for amid that seeming reality presents imperfection. The ideal exists. It is God's blessing for a loving marriage. He chose this beautiful extract from Les Miserables. You can give without loving, but you can never love without giving. The great acts of love are done by those who are habitually performing small acts of kindness. We pardon to the extent that we love. Love is knowing that even when you are alone, you will never be lonely again. And great happiness of life is conviction that we are loved. Loved for ourselves and even loved in spite of ourselves. Since you're both holding hands, these are the hands of marriage. These are the hands of your best friend, young and strong and full of love for you, that hold yours on your wedding day, as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. And these are the hands that will work alongside yours as together you build your future. And these are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years, and with the slightest touch, comfort you like no other. And these are the hands that will hold you where fear or grief temporarily comes your way. And these are the hands that will countless times wipe tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow, tears of joy. And these are the hands that will tenderly hold your children. And these are the hands that will give you support and encouragement to chase down your dreams. And these are the hands that will hold you tight as you struggle through difficult times. And these are the hands that will give you strength when you need it. And these are the hands that will lift your chin and brush your cheek as they raise your face to look into the eyes that are filled with overwhelming love for you. And lastly, these are the hands that even when wrinkled and aged will still be reaching for yours, still giving you that same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. You have known each other from the first glance of an acquaintance to the point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes. Indeed, you have been making promises, agreements, in an informal way. All these conversations that were held riding in a car, or over a meal, or during long walks. All those sentences that began with, when we're married, and continued with, I will, and you will, and we will. Those late night talks that included someday, and somehow, and maybe. And all those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart. All these common things, and more, are the real process of a wedding. The symbolic vows that you're about to make are your way of saying to one another, you know, all those things we promised and hoped and dreamed? Well, I meant it all, every word. Look at one another. Remember this moment and in this time. Before this moment, you have been many things to one another: acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, dancing partner, even teacher. For you have learned much from one another in these last few years. Now you shall say a few words that take you across that threshold for your life, and all things will never quite be the same between you. For after these vows you shall say to the world, this is my husband, and this is my wife. Today's celebration is an outward sign of an inward union of your hearts. The exchanging of vows is a commitment to make a life together and to share the uncertainties of the future, knowing that your love for one another will remain constant through it all. Today's ceremony into marriage is your first steps in your life together as husband and wife. Do you, Keith, promise Eileen that from this day forward she will be your wife, and you will stand with her in sickness and in health, in joy and in sorrow, and do you pledge to her your respect and your love?
Yeah.
And do you, Eileen, promise Keith that from this day forward he will be your husband, and you will stand with him in sickness and in health, in joy and in sorrow, and do you pledge to him your respect and your love? Thank you. May I have the rings, please? Would you both please place your hand over mine? There we go. Would you all please bow your heads with me? God, creator and preserver of all life and giver of all grace, bless and sanctify with your Holy Spirit Keith and Eileen's rings. Grant that they may give their vows to each other in strength of your steadfast love. Enable them to grow in love and peace with you. And may these rings from this day forward be a treasured adornment. And may the love they symbolize be a reminder of love that is eternal. Amen. Keith, would you please take that ring and place it on Eileen's finger and repeat after me. Eileen, I give you this ring
Eileen, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love for you,
as a symbol of my love for you,
as it encircles your finger.
as it encircles your finger.
Let it be a reminder
Let it be a reminder
that you are always surrounded
that you are always surrounded
by my eternal love.
by my eternal love.
Eileen, would you please place that on Keith's finger and repeat after me. Keith, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love for you, as it encircles your finger. Let it be a reminder that I'm always surrounded by your eternal love. His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama, for the instructions for life in a new millennium. Take into account that great love and great achievements involve great risks, and that a loving atmosphere in your home is the foundation for your life. Be gentle with the earth. Be gentle with one another. When disagreements come, remember always to protect the spirit of your union. When you realize you've made a mistake, take immediate steps to correct it. And remember that the best relationship is one in which your love for one another exceeds your need for each other. So love yourselves, love one another, love all that is your life together, and all else will follow. Would you all please bow your heads in a closing prayer with me? We praise thee, our Father, for the sweetness of mortal love, for it reminds us of the love of God in Christ. deep love that draws men and women together in the sacred bond of matrimony, causing them to clave to one another and to establish a home where virtue, happiness, and truth may abide. Help them to ever discern the true values of life, to keep fresh and unsullied the idealism, sobriety, and spirituality of this hour. Sanctify both of them to thy uses and bless them in their love forevermore. Amen. It has been pure joy to be a journey for the two of you in this amazing moment. For by the power vested in me in the state of Arizona, but truly by the power of your true sweet love for one another, I can pronounce you husband and wife. And this is Keith. Mia, would you please rise for our beloved bride and groom?